We received absolutely ridiculous news this morning in Watcher of Realms. Things are crazy right now in this game. How the heck are you? I am Fastidious. Welcome back to the channel. Let's get right into it. So it's kind of just big code dump, big news dump, big banner dump, one after another this entire month of November so far, and this morning was no exception at all. I have two new promo codes for you, and let's get to the meat of it. Developers announced in-game already, you can see live in the event calendar, one of the strongest normal legendary banners of all time. Full stop, no exception. We have got Neza going on rate up with Numera. And this is a potent banner, my sweet God. Actually, all three epics are pretty good at a minimum. Aatrox being the pretty good, Laurel being fantastic, and Baron being very good. But my God, the featured units, I mean, we have Neza, who I'm not going to, beat around the bush on it. After Valara, the singular best non-Lord DPS in the game. That's where I would rate him right now. He is that good. Because of his incredible versatility as someone that hits ground units, air units, can deal single target damage when it's needed, can deal incredible, wild and wacky AoE damage when it's needed, two unbelievable factions, this, that, and the other, unbelievable exclusive artifact. I mean, he is a king right now in this game. He was definitely supposed to be a limited hero and supposed to be probably the strongest limited hero or close to it. But I think they realized he might be too strong to just give away for free for 200 summons. But he's coming back on rate up, so second time ever he's on rate up, and sweet Jesus, this guy is unbelievable. And then the consolation prize is the queen of single magic target damage, Numera. So the best single target magic comp in the entire game, definitively, is going to be the poison comp. And to do the poison comp, you need Numera. You need Toxic Surge. You need the poison explosion. She is so flipping unbelievable for it. And a really cool thing with Numera, because the poison comp is such a hype, this, that, and the other, people forget that even if you don't have Nasty or Vorn or anyone, she's just a great unit. You could run her with any Esotericist Lord, run her in any Piercer comp. She can get a ton of stuff done. The only knock against her when you run her as a Piercer is she deals magic damage, but because she deals such big damage, it can work in a lot of places. She is unbelievably strong in that single target role and being the facilitator of that top meta team. But I do have to say, these units are super exciting for the vast majority of players. And I say that because if you don't own either of them, you absolutely need them. And they are both completely functional and dominant at A0. Out of the box, as you hear me say on this channel, no awakenings. They are fantastic. However, they also have crazy awakenings. So you're going to get a phenomenal hero the second you pull one of these if you don't own them. But if you already own them or you're pulling for the first time, you get them and you want to keep pulling, the awakenings these guys have are tremendous. Numera's A1, very good. Numera's A3, phenomenal. Truly phenomenal. And then Neza over here, the A1, definitely good. Makes him even more viable in those magic-focused esotericist and cultist comps you see him in a lot, depending on the content. And then the A3 is, I'm not going to read it all to you now, we'll talk about it in a second, but my God, so good. And funny enough, last little thing before the promo codes, because I am a total weirdo freak and I hoard everything, I've been waiting for the moment. These pop-ups do not end. I've been waiting for the moment to awaken my Neza. I had unbelievable luck on his original banner and I pulled 3 bonus copies, but I'm a weird guy, so I've never awakened him. And I didn't realize I was waiting for this moment, but apparently I was waiting for this moment where he was coming back on rate up, and I'm going to be able to test him out at all these different spots, right? So A1, A2, he gets more attack, and then the A3 is completely ridiculous. And you can see if we go to A1 over here, 3 bonus copies waiting to be used. So that's something to look forward to. I'm hoping I get that video out on Wednesday. We'll do our best. It's busy right now with the holidays coming, but I'll get some amazing stuff out for you. Do not worry. Okay, promo code time. So these promo codes came over the weekend. One, I believe, was Saturday afternoon. The other one was a little less than 24 hours ago. I was away in Austin, Texas this weekend. That's why I didn't post as much. I still got a video out. I got a stream out, but a little bit busy with my friends, Emily and Tom. They just got married, so congratulations to them. It was a very fun, Very beautiful, nice wedding. But I'm back, and I'm going to share these promo codes with you guys. I figure a lot of people have busy weekends this time of year, so maybe you missed them as well. And like I said, the newer of the two is fairly new. It's less than a day old. So how do you put in that promo code? You're in your campfire screen, click on your avatar, go down to settings, and then you'll see right behind me, we have this button, redeem code with the key icon. Click that and put in the promo codes. So there are two. You can do both of them right from this screen, then go get them from your mailbox. It is worth mentioning these are not case sensitive. So if you spell them correctly, you get the numbers right, capitals don't matter. However, if you have typos, they won't work and it will say error or limit reached, something like that. So I encourage you to copy and paste. I'll put both codes in the description of this video, as I always do, so you can make it really easy. If you want to get these codes the second they drop, so you don't have to wait, half a day, occasionally if I'm at a wedding in Austin, 2 days to get them from a video, join my Discord, the Fast and the Fastidious. Welcome to the Fast and the Fastidious. We have blown past 10,000 members. So by the way, if you want to suggest ways to celebrate some kind of stream or giveaway or something, 10,000 members was my biggest goal of 2025, and we hit it. So we're at 10,214 members. Thank you guys so much. If you want to get these codes right away, definitely join the Discord. Link in the description and the top pinned comment. Scroll down to get the promo codes. Go to announcements. You can click here, and you will see they get shared immediately. And wouldn't you know it, there are 3, baby. There are 3 promo codes. See, I just woke up. My mods are on top of it, baby. I've not checked my Discord. So we got another one today, Count Dracula. So I'm sharing 3 with you. Time Limited Heroes 25, heroes spelled wrong, Dracula 25 War, and Count Dracula. So we've got 5 promo codes. That is some spicy stuff. I don't know who's giving this a thumbs down. They probably spelled it wrong or something, but let me show you how to do it. So just copy and paste, and let's get after it. Redemption successful. We're already good. Time Limited Heroes, heroes spelled wrong, is ready to go. Then yesterday, like about 21 hours ago, we got Dracula 25 War, redemption successful. And then is this defective or something? Why is this getting a thumbs down? Count Dracula. Oh, the limit's already been reached. Oh, well, definitely. I'll keep this in so people know. But ooh, that's not good. So I definitely won't be advertising the 3rd code. We'll stick to the 2 codes like we said. Give me 1 second to do a little snooping around and see. How's that possible? All right, guys, it looks like it might be bound to this Bound by Night event. It might be, tied to this. I will do some DMing and ask around. If I find a 3rd promo code, we'll just mention it in the next video. But like I will have on the thumbnail, and like I said at the beginning, I didn't even know we had a 3rd one. It looks like the 3rd one's not working. Yeah, first time this happened in a long time. But like I said, join, and then you get the promo codes the second they come up. So we got the 2. Let's see what we got. Hopefully one of them at least is very juicy. That's pretty dang nice. That's really good. And I see diamonds here. That's spicy. But we're getting a huge stamina pot. That's 60 diamonds. A rare snubbing crystal, that's 88 diamonds. So we're talking 148 diamonds worth of resources. Very nice. And then another huge stamina pot. So now we're at 208, and then another 100 diamonds. So 308 diamonds worth of resources. That is very good. This is a very good promo code combo. Do this immediately. Pause the video if you have to. Put it in, copy and paste from the description. These are rewards you don't want to miss out on. You don't know. Like, this could be the last summon you need, right? This could be the last stamina you need, and then you finally get that quad piece, or you get that last bit of forge material. This is really good stuff. You get a 5-star rune for Malric. That's cool. This is good stuff. Okay, so there are the promo codes. Like I said, I'll do some research. I'll try to get to the bottom of the 3rd one. I didn't even know existed. And if I have more stuff for you, I'll let you know. I mean, I had 3 promo code videos last week. There were 5 promo codes last week. So these guys are coming a ton. I'm going to keep my ears and my eyes open for you. So that's the big stuff. Let's actually do one quick thing I wanted to mention. We got our newest reset in the Awakening shop. So we had Diao Chan after Soul Cadence. Remember, these alternate every other week. And last week was the week off. So it was Soul Cadence week off, Diao Chan week off. Now we're back to a Lord Soulstone, and it is 6,000. Absolutely insane. This is a non-ancient exclusive Lord. Yes, it's Torador. Yes, he's very good, but 6,000. I mean, you're talking for the sell-off of 60 legendaries, you can get a Torador dupe. Never get a base copy from this stuff. So the devs have overplayed their hand. I truly think, aside from maybe between 1 and 5 of the biggest whales you've never heard of in this game that are trying to get A5 Torador for their GVG defense, no one will touch this. Less than 5 people will click this button. It might be none. They've completely overplayed their hand with this one. This is insane. You goofed it. You biffed it, devs. You really did. Okay, so let's wrap up. I hit a lot of my main thoughts, but I wanted to explain the awakenings because let me just tell you, I will do a should you summons on this, obviously, but it is an absolute no-brainer banner for anyone that's missing both of them. And frankly, if you're missing even one, I think it's a no-brainer if you have the summons or you're willing to gamble to try to hit the one banner unit that you're guaranteed, usually within the 2 legendary, sometimes 3 legendary summon. But I think it's worth getting after it. And that's because if you don't have either, they're both phenomenal. How could you not summon on this? If you're still only missing one, unless it's like you have A3 Numera and you're missing Neza, in which case I think a lot of people still should summon, then it could be like, okay, you have the 3 main awakenings for her, like her third awakening's the really, really incredible one. It's very specific situations, you know? You'd really need A3 of one and be missing the other to consider skipping this for a lot of players. Or you're just highly prioritizing the Van Helsing banner because you want to get him before he goes away. One more thing we have to say before we look at those awakenings is I was confident. There were so many rumors and they just do big stuff in November and December. This is my 3rd November playing this game. It will be my 3rd December, right? This is when these games go kind of insane. They know they can make some money with Black Friday, Thanksgiving, people home from the holidays, people get their Christmas bonuses, and then we have all the Christmas and New Year's stuff. I was just confident we'd get another great banner to pair with Lady Mina if people didn't want to do this or they already use this or whatever. That's why I was like, you can just pull on the Bloodletter now if you have the summons and then line something else up with Lady Mina. And let me tell you, the banner they have rumored for the week after this one, starting on 11/28, is also insane, right? There's your lineup. It's not like I was saying like, oh, I'm going to deprive everyone of pity manipulation. There's some real negative Nancys out there acting like I don't have the player's best interest at heart. It's the only thing I have heart in this game. The business side of what I do runs basically regardless of what I do right now, as long as I make videos. I'm very fortunate. I've put a lot of work into making that happen. So the content of what I do is only on what I think is going to be helpful and or likely and entertaining for players. That's it. But yeah, this is an incredible pity manipulation, right? You do your Lady Mina this coming weekend. Hopefully they're going to fix her tomorrow or the next day. I'm really, really hoping that. But if you decide you don't want to wait any longer, you don't want to wait an extra week, you think this is the perfect pity manipulation banner, Lady Mina, you go over here. Hopefully it lines up well. No guarantees it lines up well. But if it does line up well, for 20, 30 extra summons, you get your Neza or your Numera, or at least you miss on the banner. Then you get your Mina. And then you know, basically, in the amount it would take, even with pity, to get one more legendary, very likely you're going to hit the progressive and get one of these two. Speaking of these two, let's start with Numera. I want to start with her A1 because her A1 is overrated. It's good. I said it was good at the beginning of the video, but compared to like what we're going to discuss with her A3 and Neza's A3, it's not as good as you think. So the A1, during her ultimate, her damage is boosted. Sounds great. This is not Neza. This is not Nyx. This is not someone who has an ult for 30 seconds or more. This is not Hex. This is a short-ass ult, dude. It's a burst. That's all it is. She gains the 2 spikes. It's an amazing ult, but she gains the 2 spikes, rapidly launches the spikes, charges for a short period, and then she deals the damage and puts out some poison. She also does get from the Toxic Surge when it's triggered. That I think that's going to line up with the ultimate damage. So that is nice. You will see a difference. But if you think this means her damage in the fight is going up 25%, way off, where we're talking single-digit percentage boost. Could be like 8%. I haven't tested it exactly. It's not going to be like 1%, but it's also, this is not the game changer you think it is. It's just good. It's a very nice to have. But most importantly, it's a stepping stone to actually her stronger awakenings, which are her A2 and her A3. If we circle back to the A1, though, the Toxic Surge guarantees a hit, as well as the damage dealt by the Grimthorn Spike. It's nice that it guarantees a crit. That's not enough of her damage to not build her without crit rate. So unless you're an early game account and you can't fully crit cap your heroes, then that would be a pretty cool effect. It could carry you in a big way for a month or two, but the actual proper build of Numera will never ignore a crit. It's not like all of her damage guarantees a crit now. It's a little percentage. Enough that it's something, but not enough to not build her without crit rate. So that part can be ignored, basically, by most players. You should still crit cap her. The A2, 300 attack is actually very, very nice for her, especially people think of Numera right now for things like Abyss 1, where defense doesn't really matter, so a little extra attack doesn't go as far. But in something like APOC, huge. So huge, so good. And in basically any other PvE places outside of Guild Boss 1. So if we look at her base attack here at 4821, it's pretty good for a magic fighter, but overall it's not that high. Going to 5121 is going to make a big difference. We're talking about like a 7% increase or so to the base attack. That's very good. And then the A3, very, 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 very good. Whenever she's attacking enemies, she's going to ignore 20% of their magic resistance. So 20% of their magic defense. So she's shredding defense. Again, you'll feel it a little less in things like Abyss 1, Nightmare 4, anything Guild Boss 1 related, because the defense is so low already. The magic res is so low already. But you actually can still get benefits from this a lot in that content because it gets a lot higher than 20%. Every time she casts Nature's Wrath, that's her ultimate, the increase effect goes up by 5%. Numera starts when you're using her, ignoring 20% of the magic resistance, but every time you cast that ult, it goes up, right? So after the first time you cast the ult, Nature's Wrath, it goes up to 25%. Then the second ult, it goes up to 30%. Then the third ult, 35%. The fourth ult, 40%. And then that fifth ult, that's where you cap out, but you're up to 45%. You're almost ignoring half of the target's magic defense. So even in content like Guild Boss 1, Abyss 1, Nightmare 4, Nightmare 3, whatever, you're going to actually feel that because that is a crazy shred. And she picked up extra attack along the way. So first off, you started here, and this was her attack at A0. And then this was the magic res of the boss. Then she gets a little boost in the attack, right? Because she got the A2. And then at a baseline, she's ignoring 20% of the magic res. And then every time she ults, it goes juk, 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 juk. And then look at that chasm, right? That even in content where the magic res is so low, that can't be ignored. And you'll notice it. That A3 Numera is very clutch. It could be the thing that finally allows you to break like that second shield in Abyss 1 for a lot of players. Very, very, very good. Very exciting. Then we've got Neza. Neza, I'm going to have to do a full guide on him again, probably because his kit is very confusing, but it is very, very good. We go straight to the Awakenings. It's impressive stuff. So when he does his universe ring, he's going to inflict slow. Unless he's dealing single target damage or he's ulting, then he's going to switch between a bunch of stuff. But his basic attacks, when he's dealing AoE damage, and then also on and off during his ult, he's going to use the universe ring. So he's putting out a lot of consistent slows, like a ton, right? 3-second slows too, very strong. Full minus 75% movement slows. So you can see it's like the things with Lady Mina. Neza is a god tier DPS. And then he just gets this. Lady Mina is mediocre everywhere, and then she's kind of designed that the thing that brings her up is her amazing debuffing crowd control abilities, and she's worse than this by like a lot. You know, as a base, he's hitting many targets when he's doing his AoE damage, and he's always doing AoE damage if there's more than one target there. And then he's getting the full slow, the strongest slow we see, and then it's lasting 3 seconds, where Lady Mina's at the 50% slow, and it's 2.5 seconds. So just had to take a shot at her. I hate her. Okay, the A2, very simple, plus 300 attack. He actually does have his attack on the lower side. For a physical fighter, this is on the lower side, 5,025. It's not a huge game changer, but it's something. But it is really a stepping stone to get to this A3. So let me move myself out of the way and down a little bit. During the ultimate, every 4 attacks he's going to deal an extra 200% true damage to up to 8 enemies within his ult range. Remember, his ult range is bigger. Let me show you that now. It expands to this beautiful 3x4 rectangle. Very, very strong. Because he's got execute, because he can do all these other things like put out crazy slows, you can use him in magic comps because the execute doesn't care about magic or physical damage. This takes it to the next level because now he's dealing true damage. So of course that ignores all defense and magic res to begin with. So it makes him even more viable outside of physical comps. And he's already like the most versatile DPS in this game besides Valara. Certainly out of the non-lords, this takes him to that to another level yet. He's also going to inflict a mark upon them that lasts for 10 seconds. When that mark is active, so during those 10 seconds, and remember, he can be reapplying it during his ultimate. His ultimate is forever. It truly lasts forever, 30 seconds. While it's active, direct damage he deals is going to deal an extra 10% true damage. So on top of those every 4 attacks, the big burst of 200% true damage hitting 8 enemies, he's got extra any direct damage, a little more true damage. And you feel this. This is really good. So I'm very excited to finally A3 my Neza. We'll wrap it up there, guys. You got 2 new promo codes. I'll try to get to the bottom of the other one in case that is a third, but I always thought it was 2, and I'm going to sell this video as 2, so I hope no one feels deceived just because we found something interesting for 40 seconds in the middle of the video. There you go. What an incredible banner. I'll definitely do a should you summon on it. Do not worry. One cool thing, and I'll leave you with this to think about with this banner, they're running it on both of the normal summoning currencies. So it's not like just divine summoning or just your rare summons. So if you're trying to save those rare summons for a Van Helsing or a Mina or whatever you want to do, if you have divines, this could be a cool time to pull your divines, right? This is a really, really good banner. So you've got the two options, the Invocation of Spirits, those are your blue summons and your diamonds. And then we've got the Special Divine Summoning. Those are your gold summons. Final thing, this banner is long. It's running through Monday. So you're getting it on the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, all the way through Monday, the 24th. So they're giving you some flexibility on that still. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're getting so close to 49,000 subscribers. I feel like if we can hit 49,000 subscribers before December 1st, it bodes well that maybe we can hit 50,000 before the new year. Thank you guys so much. Share it with your mother. I've been Fastidious, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.